Alright, so hope you're having a good day, and today we are looking at the RTX 4060 Ti PC build, and this one goes for around $700. Now I know your debates are around the 4060 Ti, whether it's a good GPU or not, but anyways, this is a $700 PC, and this would make up for a really good CPU GPU combo that I don't think anything higher than a 4060 Ti would make any sense. So links will be down in the description, and if you want to check out the full benchmarks, also links will be down there for the Shadow 7's YouTube channel. And yeah, let's just look at some quick benchmarks based on the latest games released. First up, we got Last of Us 2 at 1080p ultra settings. We were hitting around 80 to 85 FPS, and this is the CPU similar to the one that we have. Next up, we got Hogwarts Legacy and at 1080p ultra settings, but textures are set to medium, and that's because this is only an 8GB GPU, of course, and we were hitting around 80 to 87 FPS. I also think that this is ray tracing on, since my 2060 Super can hit 60 FPS at 1080p ultra settings, but without ray tracing. This is a faster GPU. This game that we're looking at, which is a Red Dead Redemption 2 at 1440p ultra settings, we were hitting at around 60 to 70 FPS. So the CPU, we're looking at a budget CPU, which is the AMD Ryzen 5 5600. Ryzen wet with that one because it goes for $122 right now. It comes with a stock cooler that will handle it just fine. It's a 6-core 12-threaded CPU, comparable to something like an i5-12400F, which you've seen benchmarks with the 4060 Ti earlier. So yeah, it will get the job done. You have an upgrade path to the 5800X3D if you want to upgrade it in the future. And yeah, I have this CPU myself. I'm editing this video on this CPU. I've been gaming on this CPU, and you'll not bottlenecked by this CPU using the 4060 Ti. And the board, we're looking at something cheap, because anyways, if you went with a 5800X3D, this board will still handle it. We're looking at the MSI A520M-A Pro or a Gigabyte A520M-S2H. Whatever you can find in stock for around $70 to $75 will get the job done, and you have no problems here or there. As for the RAM, which is actually pretty cheap right now, we're looking at 32GB, so DDR4 3200 megas RAM for $50 gets the job done. I have 32 gigs. You should go with 32 gigs because RAM is actually pretty cheap right now. It will keep getting cheaper based on the news, but that's not sure, you know, I'm not quite sure of that. But for $50, this is actually really cheap. While the SSD, we're looking at a 1TB M.2 SSD, because SSD and RAM prices are cheap right now. It goes for around $30 to $35. M.2, so you're saving space, you're getting a ton of space also, and yeah, you have nothing to complain about. While the GPU, as you can tell, which is the RTX 4060 Ti. Now if you want something cheaper, you can go with the RX 6700 XT, and you're saving around $100. But with the 4060 Ti, I know you're not getting 12 gigs of VRAM just like the 6700 XT, but you're getting DLSS 3, you're getting some ray tracing capabilities, you're getting Nvidia really crazy driver support, and on top of all that, you are getting the Cuda acceleration if you're doing video editing, and the Nvenc encoder if you're doing streaming. So you're getting a lot of features on top of just having an Nvidia GPU for $70 more or $80 more than the AMD competitor, which is from a year ago, and it has like, I believe, 30% more VRAM or 50% more VRAM. So I'll leave that to you, and you cannot go wrong going with any, but I wouldn't go with anything higher than these two GPUs because the 5600X will be bottlenecked this way. Well, the case, we are looking at the Bitfinex Mesh SE case. This one goes for $60. It's really good. Ventilation is good, the build quality, and it's actually really good when it comes to cable management too. But you'll not be able to, you know, upgrade to something like a 4070 Ti in the future or something like that. While the power supply, we're looking at a 500-watt 80+ bronze certified power supply from EVGA, and power supplies are actually pretty expensive right now. But yeah, the GPU is 150 watts, the CPU is 65, so yeah, the whole PC wouldn't go over 300 watts even on gaming, which is pretty power efficient, and it can get the job done really cool. So yeah, that's been it. If you like the video, press on that like button. If you want to see more videos, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.